Hey guys, it's Nolan, Monday 5th of September 2022, coming to the end of the summer holidays. We're going to see that full liquidity in the markets. Exciting stuff. Today has been quiet though. We've had, as you can see on the screen, bank holidays in Canada and the US. So, I mean, today's been really quiet actually. No trades taken by me personally. I've got some things on my radar though, which I'm going to go through with you, hence the video. Things to note coming up is the rate statement in the early hours of tomorrow morning. So these are UK time, so 5:30 a.m. UK or British summertime. We've got Canadian rate statement as well. Euro refinancing rate and policy statement on Thursday. So yeah, quite a bit of high impact news coming up this week. So should be interesting, put it that way. So what do I want to take a look at today? Well, I'm going to have a little look at EURUSD. Now, obviously EURUSD, if you know the EURUSD chart, it's pretty much just a market that's dropping. It's been on a downtrend since this double top here. The high was back in January 21. That was the first move down. Pull back, didn't break the high, so that was a lower high, and then we just fell. So this is a seller's market at present. However, if you are a counter trend trader, there could be something interesting here worth looking at. Well, firstly, if you are a trend trader and you are interested into continuing to sell EURUSD, we do have some support here, as you can see. So we would like to see a daily bearish close below this zone. I'm going to be a bit more particular though. Let me just put the old 4-hour on for a second. Yeah. So I do like this tip of the wick here. If I draw my ray, horizontal ray across, you can see that this little zone here, and I'd say I'm going to call it, run it up to the nearest whole number there, 99, a nice psychological number there. I would say a daily close below 99 could lead to further downside in line with the predominant trend of this market. However, when you go on the daily, we can apply a MACD. We can see this divergence between these lows. So we've got our low and lower low, low and higher low here, which leads me to believe that we could see some form of consolidation here or correction before we do see that next move down, if we see that next move down. But I'm going to assume that that trend is going to continue. But that MACD is suggesting that the selling momentum has weakened to some degree, and that we could see some consolidation or pullback in this market. So I've drawn a trend line on this daily time frame connecting these highs here, so we could see a pullback into the trend line. Also, we do have a little bit of support here, as you can see. Maybe you just want to put that a bit higher, incorporate some wicks there. So we could see a pullback into maybe the 101s actually, looking at this. So depending on what type of trader you are, counter trend or trend, you know, if you're a trend, you're going to be looking for a daily close below 99. Counter trend trader, well, you're going to be looking for some intraday buying opportunities with a potential of a push all the way up into 101. Now, if I do see any buy setups here on intraday trades, I'm probably going to be taking off some of my money at the big number, psychological number 1, so where 1 euro equals 1 USD. Obviously this can push higher, but just because it's such a big number, psychological, I will want to take off some money there and leave a little bit on to see where it goes. We do have some resistance, as you can see here, looking at this 1 hour time frame. Coming into the 1067s, you can see it's struggling to break above there. So maybe if you were taking any longs, maybe you want to have a second target around this zone here, and either take off all of your profits altogether, or this could be a second target with your third target up into this zone here. So first targets for me for any longs would be 1, okay, where 1 euro equals 1 USD. Second targets, or you may want to take off all your money around this zone here, and then obviously a break and retest of this zone, we may see one more push to the upside. But yeah, that daily divergence looks very, very interesting. So personally, I would like to see a nice little buy setup on here. Nothing really happening at the moment. Like I say, with that bank holiday in the US and Canada, really, really slow day today. Very, very hard to trade. And in fact, you know, potentially, well, the trading day is 2/3 of the way through now. I don't really see any point in taking any trades today, or even looking for any more trades. But yeah, I'll be looking for a little impulse correction and another impulse to get in long on this. So not seeing anything at the moment though, you know, nothing for me to say, yep, take a look at this. All I can see is this zone here, this little area at 99, holding up price. And if we can see our push up tomorrow and a corrective pattern, then we could get long on that, with the targets as stated a few minutes ago. Euro Swissy, I'm interested in some longs on Euro Swissy as well. I mean, the monthly actually came down, broke this low from 2015 here. So we've got our low here in August 2022. So this month, you can see this low, lower, low, lower, low actually. And we've had a fair old move from this trend line. Let me just apply a fib on this. I haven't actually applied a fib. I'm just interested to see if we hit any fib levels. Well, that's pretty spooky, isn't it? If I draw the fib from the start of this impulse to the end here, let's just get it pretty much exactly. We've hit the minus 61.8. So your first target would be this one, minus 27. If you were looking to trade this pair short using Fibonacci, your first target would be the minus 27% fib. Second target, the minus 61.8. We've actually hit both. Now we've hit that minus 61.8% fib. Could we see a push up towards the trend line or a correction? Quite possible. And I also have spotted this on the daily. Okay, just show you. So we've actually made a new high. Well, this is the high actually, but we broke this high here with this high. Can you see we're making lower highs here, and we've made a higher high here. Now, one thing I also noticed as well is that we had resistance here, broken that daily resistance. So this point here, this little zone, if we can come back into this zone, it could potentially act as daily support. It was daily resistance here, it's broken, closed above, it could act as daily support next. So if we see price come down into this zone, start looking for buy setups for longs on this particular market. Okay, we've seen the bigger time frame, the daily, we can see it's potentially changing cycle here. We've had a higher high in a market making lower highs, so now we'd be looking for a higher low, which could happen at this 97 zone here. Okay, big number. So keep your eyes on that, set an alert, do whatever you need to do. You're looking for price to come back into this zone. If you're trading the daily, you're going to look for some kind of reversal pattern here, maybe a morning star, maybe a hammer candle, bullish engulfing candle, a slowdown in that selling momentum and buyers to come into the market. And of course, you can look for something similar on the smaller time frames if you want to, when that alert goes off, if it goes off. So looking for longs on Euro Swissy, but preferably coming down towards this 97 before we get that long setup. And I'm going to look at Euro Yen as well, because all of these Euro pairs are suggesting to look for buy setups. And what I'm seeing on Euro Yen is an impulse here, a triangular correction, and an impulse breaking to the upside. Okay. Also, we've had a break of this descending trend line here, which is connecting the lower highs, and potentially a retest there. Okay, so we could see another move higher on this particular pair. So applying a fib actually from this impulse to this impulse, this impulse to the end of the impulse here, So similar to what I just did on EURUSD, our first target, if we were using fibs as targets, it would be our minus 27% fib extension here. That's been hit. The next target would be the minus 61.8%. Did I say retracement? I meant extension level anyway. Minus 27% extension level would be your first target. Minus 61.8% extension level would be your second target. So, as you can see, this 4 hour is pushing to the upside. There is a potential, if we do see that euro strength, the price may push up and hit that minus 61.8% extension level. So I'm looking for buy setups on euro yen as well. Now you can do that in several ways. I mean, I personally like to use moving averages, as you may or may not know, depending on if you've seen my videos, my YouTube videos before. There is actually, if I just take the fibs off, there's actually a nice bullish engulfing candle there, and then this candle here closes above the 8 exponential moving average. So that is quite interesting. So for me, potentially, if price broke this high, I've actually got a morning star pattern here. Well, we've got one here, 1, 2, 3. But for me personally, I like that candle 3 of the morning star to close above the 8 moving average. So I'd be using this one, 1, 2, 3. So potentially you could look, if price was to break this candle high, stop loss below this low, we could then use that as a trade setup. The only thing going against this is the fact that there's no US market. No US players in the market due to the bank holiday, so very, very quiet today. That's the only thing about this. But you know, whether you want to place that trade or set an alert above this high, I am looking for that one more move up, at least one more move up, trying to hit that second extension level for the on the Fibonacci tool. So all of those euro pairs potentially saying that we could see some upside. Don't necessarily need to trade them all, because imagine if you had setups on euro yen, euro Swissy, euro USD. Obviously all of those have the euro in, so you don't really want to be placing 3 trades. Imagine you had 3 trade setups and you had 1% risk on that, 1% risk on that, 1% risk on that. Well, that's going to be a bit dangerous, because you're risking basically 3% on euro, you know, and you're buying all of those. So you know, something happens with the euro, you could have literally 3 losing trades. So if you're going to take all of these, I'm not saying we're going to get setups on all of them, but if you are going to take all of them for any reason, then it may be worth splitting your risk across them. Now maybe it's 0.5% on euro dollar, 0.5% on euro Swissy, 0.5% on euro yen, or 1% on one of these and 0.5% on either of those. Okay, I wouldn't just start using full risk on all 3 of them, okay, because that if they were different, if they involved totally different currencies, then okie dokie, but they've all got the euro in, so just got to be a little bit careful and sensible about how you risk your money. But yeah, those are my 3 of my favorite currency pairs on my watch list so far on this very, very quiet Monday. So let's see what happens with those. I'm not really looking to trade anything for the rest of today. I'll have a little look at how the daily candles close, but today, intraday trading, it's pretty much a write-off, guys. So, you know, if you've got something better to do, I'd go off and do it if I was you. Make the most of the time off. But from me and the team, we will see you in the next video. You take care and see you later. Bye.